And I know for a simple fact, like, so this how it is. This how it is, bro. If I get 40 videos on my Instagram, 50 videos, y'all DM me, I'm like, okay, we might do it, whatever the case. But when I get like 200 or 300,
we're checking out DJ Ghost reactions to the thumbs up button.
Y'all DM me the same video, we got to do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all picked this video. I didn't, but I'm happy y'all did, though. We finna get straight into it. That crazy title.
Officials say a sexual who was in lockup for allegedly attacking multiple women was caught on camera scooting his way across the jailhouse floor to allegedly assault another woman.
Wow. This is what I want to know, squad. How in the hell? Hey, that CEO need to be up in prison.
Right.
How in the hell did you slide off the chair in cuffs?
Attacking multiple women was.
When your head supposed to be on the swivel as a CEO, they separate y'all. The women right here, the men right here. When you up in lockup, what happened right here? What I'm thinking happened is old boy already up in his county orange. You know what I'm saying? He been up in jail, like they said, for. Let me see the other female before I start talking.
Scooting his way across the jailhouse floor to allegedly assault another woman. You got to see this video, and we're going to break it.
Yeah. The other woman had on her regular street clothes, meaning she just came in the intake. Wow. Meaning she fresh off the street for whatever crime she did. She up in there. She finna get processed, bro. It's no way in hell they should have them mixed up. I thought they had male on this side and female on this side, but it looked like it's co-ed, like a fucking sleepover that you ain't supposed. You get what I'm saying? Right. This right here, I promise y'all, bro, if I was president, this one incident will make me change all the get-downs, meaning all the rules up in the county jail, bro.
He a fiend.
This fool need to be dead, and that CEO need to be in prison, straight up.
Down from multiple angles with prison consultant Justin Paperny. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime.
Is that her laid on the floor in the back?
You got to hear this one. Arizona officials say that an inmate at an intake facility was able to sneak past a deputy and try to sexually assault a woman. Yes. To talk about this, I want to bring in prison consultant and friend of the show, Justin Paperny. Justin, good to see you.
Man, call me, because I already know this nigga Paperny finna be on some bullshit. Bro need to be dead. It's no conversation. They shouldn't be like, well, he was over there sitting and he's already locked up for multiple crimes. We're going to hear his court date to see what really happened. What the fuck you mean what really happened? Right. Bro, black and I ain't even on this side. Y'all shouldn't be. And I say that because I see it all the time, bro. I hope they do not try to defend this fool.
See you. First, before we even get into the video, and there is a lot to get into, what are inmate intake facilities? First, walk us through that.
Well, when you're taken into custody, there's a whole process. You are going to get naked, or as they say, squat and cough, to make sure you're not smuggling anything in. They'll ask you tons of questions. They'll give you a prison uniform. They'll drug test you. You'll go through a breathalyzer, and after several hours, at times through segregation or sitting in a little hole waiting for them to come back and forth, they'll process you in. And several hours later, there you are, sitting in prison. The intake process can be anywhere from an hour to several hours, depending on how many people they're processing.
Wow. Okay, so with that.
But if they said that bro is up in jail right now for multiple assaults on women, it's no way he should have been up in there a regular intake with people off the street. Bro, straight upstairs in his county. You get what I'm saying? Right. It's no way he should have been down there dangling. They already got his MO. This don't make no sense to me, bro. Arizona, they finna get sued bad. Right. That lady finna sue them blind, bro.
I didn't mind, and that was a great setup to talk about this scenario. So this happened back in April, and the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office just released the video. There are multiple camera angles that show us different views of this alleged sneak attack. So first, a little bit of background here. We have 29-year-old Justin Avery, who's at the intake, transfer, and release facility after he allegedly assaulted 5 different women in public places on the Arizona State University campus in Tempe. He was arrested outside of a library because authorities say he didn't have any connection with ASU, but he allegedly used the campus as his hunting grounds.
Like a lot of fools do, bro. Like a lot of fools do. That was, Damn. Damn, which serial killer was it? It wasn't a Hillside Strangler.
Ted Bundy.
It wasn't a Zodiac Killer.
Ted Bundy.
It wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer.
You think about
Ted
Ted Bundy.
Bundy.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy, what he did, squad, he will go to colleges because that's where all females are. They young. They up in these dorms by themselves or with another female that's just their age. They can't defend themselves. It's a hunting ground. Bro was going to these colleges, E-parring, that's the R word spelled backwards, and killing these women, bro.
Yeah, he's doing the R word.
That is the hunting ground. That's what this fool is. You got to be careful, bro. You got to be careful. And when you up in the college, when you up in the university, it's not like an elementary school to where anybody, if anybody that look off walk in there, you'd be like, hey, bro, what you doing here? You come to see your son or do you work here? Nigga, you need a badge and all that type of shit. You got to sign in and all that shit, right?
Right.
College campus, bro, it could be anybody from the age of 19 all the way to 55 years old walking to class. You ain't finna card everybody. Don't nobody look suspicious, especially Ted Bundy. They label him, and I'm not lying to y'all, bro. Y'all can look it up. They label him as the sexiest serial killer, bro. So he was on the college campus since, like, blending in, getting it.
Yeah, but he was actually a student there. He was practicing law or studying law, if I'm mistaken. I think he even represented himself during his trial, even though it didn't help. Of course, they executed him. Hit the thumbs up button.
Yeah. Get what I'm saying? This fool needs to die. Bro needs to die.
Now, court documents allege that he targeted women at random, mostly in parking garages, groping them.
Yeah, he was.
Reports from the victims. One woman says that Avery tried to strangle her, so she ended up kicking him in the groin to get him to stop. Now, Avery appeared before an Arizona judge.
He is a repeat sexual predator attacking 5 women here. It is just a...
Why they got this fool standing at the podium like he in court? If y'all give him a trial and make him take a deal, squad, why is he there at the podium looking like he finna get out of jail, though? With his regular shit on.
He's like his regular, yeah, exactly.
This ain't making no sense to me. Arizona, they need to switch it up. Kamala or Donald, y'all need to do something about this because this is ridiculous, squad.
And then
this is ridiculous.
Extremely unfortunate that the
Nigga up
victims
there
could
like
fight
he got
the
a speeding
defendant off
ticket.
to prevent the crimes going to their full extent.
You know what's difficult? You know what's tough? Reading through legal briefs and filings to prepare for sidebar. It's like I'm back in law school. Being told I look like Dennis Reynolds every single time I check
better not
the
be an
comments.
ad.
That wears on you. At this point, I think people think he hosts the show. Again,
This better not be an
it's
ad.
tough. But you know what's not difficult? Starting a claim with Morgan & Morgan.
God damn it! I knew he was finna come. You see, squad? This why I never do y'all like this, bro. I never do y'all like this with these Mickey ass ads. If it's gonna be one, I'm gonna be like, hey, go watch this, and that's gonna be once a year. But you know who does? Bro, we don't care about. You skip this shit.
You want in your corner.
Nope. Yeah.
Morgan & Morgan.
That shit is crazy.
Justin seems to be a guy that
You knew it was coming.
you don't want on the streets.
You just summed it up beautifully.
Hit the thumbs up button.
There are some people who are charged and arrested and be able to be given bond to continue to work in the community under supervision. But as I read this, he was charged with sexually assaulting 2 people, then immediately out on bond the next day. So I think it speaks to corrections. Some people should be in the community, some should not. And
Sad,
you could
bro.
argue there's some culpability with the government.
This the thing about this government, bro. I don't like how they feel like everybody got rights. Or help the woman, like, you can't do no wrong. My nigga is scooting across the court floor. That took him at least 30 seconds. At least, and nobody said nothing. Want to act like they sleep. Fuck everybody in there. All of them. This is crazy.
Government allowing him to return to the community. Now, I understand the cost of corrections and that it's very expensive to warehouse people in prison. A lot of these states are broke and they don't want to spend more money.
It don't
than they
matter.
need to. But if someone is at risk to the community and they've been charged with sexually assaulting people, perhaps some people shouldn't be removed or let go on bond because guess what? He did it again.
So, with that in mind, Avery's arrested. He's taken to jail. And this surveillance video from inside the intake, transfer, and release facility near the jail is from a few days later. So it's April 17th. So this room is divided into two sections. There's a waiting area for women, and then there's another one for men. There's a desk.
So it is.
At
It's
the
still
dividing line
co-ed,
where
though.
a deputy sits, supposed to be keeping an eye on things. It's almost 4 in the morning at this point, so a lot of the detainees are.
And I'm still not getting that. They said this was days later. How in the hell this fool is up in intake with his clothes on? Well, everybody, it's a lot of them up in intake with their county clothes on. But how? If they already been through intake to put their clothes on, why are they going back down there? It's crazy to me, bro. This is crazy to me.
They're trying to sleep. Some are in street clothes, others are in orange gel jumpsuits, and a lot of them have huddled down inside their shirts to try to stay warm or to block out the light. Some are spread out on the floor, and that includes our suspect, Avery. So Avery, as you see in this video, seems to get up off the floor, stretches, appears to wait for one of the deputies to leave the room. Then he sits down and slides out of view of the deputy, allegedly crawling and pushing himself backwards around the desk.
Nobody is saying
that.
that.
To get away
Probably
with this
scared
for a
because it's a
little
big
over a
black
minute
nigga.
as he pushes himself toward a woman in white who's trying to sleep on the floor of the woman's side of the room. Then you have other cameras. They give us a view of Avery getting closer to the woman.
And he should have cuffs on.
He appears and allegedly starts to pull his pants down and expose himself. Now, there are other women sitting in the same area. One appears to be asleep on the floor, while the other is in a chair. It's unclear from the video if she says something to Avery, but he seems to put his finger to his lips in a be quiet. I'm trying to hear, be quiet.
But, bitch, if it was you, you would have wanted somebody to say something. That woman was probably so scared, she couldn't even scream. Bro probably said, I was going to choke you, I was going to kill you, and just let him do his thing. As a woman, seeing another woman like this happen to her, and you not saying nothing, you deserve to be in prison. This is one of the worst things you can do to a woman is take her, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It'd be up to a point she don't want no man. She wouldn't even want her husband touching her no more. This fool done violated her to the maximum, like to the highest power, squad. Is I couldn't imagine it. Females be out here, man. Y'all is so vulnerable, bro, and vulnerable, bro. And I really feel sorry for y'all. I really feel sorry for y'all because in reality, if we keeping it real, like 100% real, 98% of men, 99, somewhere around there, and I ain't checked the stats. This is just my opinion. It's stronger than women, bro. If they want to kidnap you, they can. If they want to knock you out and eat part of you, they can. And I feel so sorry for y'all for that, bro. I do. Jail. You see it happen. Work it happen. Your apartment buildings, walking to your car. The club, vacation, college, it happened everywhere to y'all. And I feel for y'all.
Quiet gesture. Court documents say the woman said, "Hey, get off of her," and that's when Avery allegedly shushed her. And that is when the deputy looks up, realizes what's going on, realizes that Avery's on the wrong side of the room, and as soon as he's spotted, Avery appears to stand up, pulling up his pants as he walks away.
Wild girl ain't getting up.
According to court documents, he later admitted he planned to rape her. So the deputy pulls out restraints, has a conversation with Avery for a few seconds.
Man, that old ass deputy, this is what I be telling y'all, bro. We see it up in the courtrooms where you got these bailiffs, look like they're 100 years old, and these COs. If that CO go ahead and arrest Avery, it's because he let him.
Right.
Avery can easily, bro, get off me, sock him, push him, shove him. Bro, it's old as hell, out of shape. It's not happening, bro. Look how he pulled out the cuffs like a grandpa.
So the deputy pulls out restraints, has a conversation with
Here,
Avery
son,
for a few
let me-
seconds before more deputies show up, put the cuffs on him. Avery seems to resist a little bit as they take him to another part of the facility. So, Justin,
They can't retire. The motherfuckers got to keep working. They can't retire. Shit. They got to keep working. That's what that should be. The motherfuckers can't. They got to keep working. You know? That's the sad part. People be working up into their 70s and shit. Hit a thumbs up, button.
Made of questions. First question I have. Why were no restraints put on him? Or
Exactly.
is that not what happens in these kind of intake facilities?
Sometimes they happen. It would be a discretion of the correctional officer. Clearly, there was a breakdown. Someone didn't think that it was necessary. So that's breakdown number one. We can go on and on. Two, there aren't that many prisoners inside of that detention center,
It don't matter.
which tells me it shouldn't be that hard to oversee them. Three, you can look to the makeup that you have male.
It don't matter if it's not that many prisoners. If it's 5 of them, it's one of you, and it's one of you, then you overpowered. You outnumbered. And up in there, it looked like it was like 25 of them. It doesn't matter. Should have had more CEOs. Should have had a younger CEO. One that looked like he was fit. One that looked like he can handle something just in case something, like, if it was to go down.
Right.
I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro. Stop defending the jail. It looked like he would have stopped defending the jail, bro. Avery, man, he's still breathing. As I record this video, and then later when I upload it, he's still breathing this whole time. America is a joke.
Prisoners so close to female prisoners. That's fine if they're nonviolent offenders. You'll see that in halfway houses across the country, male and female prisoners inside of the same institution.
Well, they need to
15,
stop.
20 feet from one another.
They need to stop.
But when you have alleged
crazy.
sex offenders so close to women, it's a problem. So I suspect.
Man, you up here talking about nonviolent offenders when they up in jail, they can be close together to females, but he a sex offender. I understand this, bro. And I promise you, it's a lot of niggas up in jail right now. They went in jail, non-sex offenders. They been up in there for 8 or 9 years. Put them in front of the female. Any female, put them in front of a female, bro. And she say, no, they taking that. They will become sex offenders. You don't put male inmates around female inmates. That shit just don't mix.
Right.
It don't matter, bro. Well, they was non-violent. It should be cool with it, man. Look. Lock a nigga up for anything. Once he see it the first time, he gonna tear it down. Promise you, 8 or 9 years, see some weed, he gonna smoke that. 8 or 9 years, he finally see a steak dinner, he gonna eat the fuck out of it. 8 or 9 years, he see a woman and he listen, squad.
They're going to go through protocols, look at all of these breakdowns, including holding correctional officers accountable. And there does have to be consequences for correctional officers here. Without consequences, Jesse, then it can just continue. It's going to happen again. Someone needs to be held to account. A woman suffered. They're supposed to be protected while inside of detention. And if anything, she's continued to be victimized.
All right, tell us what happened. Let's hear from the woman.
For quite some time, get some mental health training, some correctional, some benefit, some education on the inside, because it's likely he's not going to get a life sentence if he pleads guilty. There's no chance. So a lot of breakdowns here.
Can we stop doing that? Blaming these crimes on mental health. Can we stop doing that? I was about to say, this nigga just sick in the head. His mental health though, right? But look, we gotta stop. This just he a weirdo. Lock him up, throw away the key. Don't try to mental health him, put him in an institution, give him less time. We not doing that. Goes for president, bro. Some of these fools shouldn't have rights. We shouldn't care about them like Avery. Bro deserved the firing squad. What's that? Goes look it up. I don't feel like explaining it. Bro deserved the firing squad. He don't need this nigga hair not even. I hate this nigga.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
I do, bro. I don't even know him, and I ain't got to.
It has to be addressed.
Hate that.
There has to be consequences for this correctional officer. If not, people are going to say, this can happen. And
fire him, and he need to be in jail.
Just about anything here.
As we're trying to sort out, who's at fault, you could say maybe it was the facility for not properly segregating.
Who's at fault?
These different people, and especially.
Bro is a criminal. The jail is at fault. What you mean?
Damn, old ass.
As a facility squad, we supposed to make sure criminals can't stick drugs in here, can't break out, can't smoke nothing, can't start a fire, can't build a bomb, can't. You get what I'm saying? What you mean who's at fault? It's the jail for letting it happen, for letting him sneak by. Criminals are doing criminal shit. This is what they do. Y'all supposed to prevent it, bro. This is your fault. I knew they was going to do this shit. This
Who
is
started it? We don't know who did it.
man, bro.
Especially if you knew
They
that
come to
Avery
the
has
jail.
this
Man.
history. But I also want to question the deputy
come
that's
to
in
the
that
jail.
room. Now, you see Avery allegedly crawling under the desk. He later describes it as spider-like, acting like a spider. Do you put any fault? Who do you put on fault? Do you put any fault on the deputies?
He was
Who
determined
should
to get him a little bit.
we be thinking about is at fault here?
Everyone within that institution. Part of the
There you go.
What did he think he was getting ready to, how he thought he was going to get before anybody would have noticed him? He thought he would just, or was he just trying to just get his hand just down her pants so he can get a little bit of her vagina on his finger so maybe he can take it back to his cell and sniff his hand while he jack off? Was that the plan? Or was he really thought he was going to like actually like R this woman in front of everybody? I mean, eventually the girl would have woke up. I think the girl was asleep because she never moved, so she probably didn't even know what happened. She probably was not completely out, unless she was passed. She probably was passed out. A lot of times people be coming into those type of places in the jail. They be drunk and got a DUI and they just trying to sleep it off and they be passed out. So hopefully she didn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? And she don't have no memory of it, but it looked like she never moved. But I'm trying to think, how far did he think he was going to get before somebody would have noticed that he was, you know? Anyway, y'all can check the rest of the video out on DJ Ghost's YouTube channel, or y'all can go to Sidebar and watch the original video on Law and Crime. Hit the thumbs up button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Subscribe to the channel.